Hey everyone, welcome back to Pink Aura. Today, we're talking about the next update for Summertime Saga. And since the update is now less than 3 weeks away, we finally have some more concrete information, new sneak peeks, and even some interesting hints about where the story is heading next. Recently, the developers shared a new post along with several wallpapers and preview renders, giving us a much clearer idea of what to expect in the upcoming update. As I mentioned in previous videos, the developers are now fully shifting their focus toward the main storyline. That means characters directly connected to the core plot will start receiving the majority of the content moving forward. Because of that, the next update is expected to focus heavily on Tony, Maria, and Tina. In fact, the developers were recently working on new Judith-related events as well, which suggests that more older characters connected to the story are starting to return again. Now here's the really interesting part. According to the latest previews, the developers confirmed that the first major section of the main story will officially continue in the May update. This is important because for a long time the game has mainly focused on side routes and technical reworks instead of pushing the main plot forward. So naturally, a lot of players are wondering how big this update will actually be. Based on the recent wallpapers, one particular render appears to show what could be the final major scene for the Tony and Maria route. And honestly, this opens up two possibilities. The first possibility is that the developers plan to fully complete the Tony and Maria storyline in the next update. The second possibility is that they are planning something similar to what happened with Debbie's route, where the main storyline concludes, but extra bonus scenes and interactions continue getting added afterward. And realistically, the second option seems very possible, especially considering how popular Maria has become within the community. Another thing viewers might be wondering is whether other characters will still receive content during this phase. The answer is yes, but probably in smaller amounts. Since the developers are prioritizing the main story now, most of the next few updates will likely revolve around characters directly tied to it. That means Tony, Maria, and Tina will probably dominate the majority of upcoming content for a while. This also explains why the developers are revisiting older locations, redesigning certain characters, and adding more connected story scenes instead of isolated routes. Now let's talk about the release date, because that's what most people are waiting for. The previous update released on March 31st, and the developers currently seem to be following a roughly 2-month update cycle. So if everything stays on schedule and there are no delays during testing or polishing, the next update is expected to release around May 31st. Of course, delays are always possible with story-heavy updates, especially when multiple character routes and animations are involved, but right now, that's the most realistic release window. That's everything we know so far about the upcoming Summertime Saga update. If you enjoy staying updated on games like Summertime Saga, make sure to subscribe to Pink Aura and turn on notifications. I regularly post updates about games like What a Legend, Heart Problems, Being a Dick, and other similar story-driven games. Drop a like if this helped you stay informed, and I'll see you in the next update.